Greetings, everybody.
Greetings.
How's everybody doing today? My name is Tamani. I'm going to be your host this afternoon for this extremely important event that we've got on today. It's the 16th annual memorial lecture. We've been running it obviously for the last 16 years, and each year we have a different theme. This year's theme is the 50th anniversary since the formation of the Black Panther Party, one of the most powerful movements of the 20th century. It was created by Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale in October 1966, and it was a revolutionary anti-imperialist organization. And it's only right on this important anniversary that we have an event to come up to not only remember them, but commemorate them as well. The event today has been organised in particular by the Afruika Bantu Saturday School. The Afruika Bantu Saturday School has been running since 1997. 4 subjects that we mainly have been focusing on, that is English, maths, science and African history. Also, if anybody, right now we're having 1 or 2 issues with our science teachers. If anybody's got any expertise in that, we'll do get in touch with us so we can get more information about, we can see if you'll be able to help teach in the classes and everything like that. Like I said, the Saturday School started in '97, it's been running ever since, and that's the main people that are involved in the event today. So what I want to go into right about now is that before we begin any important African event, we have something called libation. Libation is very important so we can remember who came before us, we can remember our ancestors and the great work that they did in the past, and we've always got to remember them. Just as every single year in November, the people in the English people, they will remember World War II, World War I, their war heroes and everything like that. It's just as important that we remember the people who are in our past and our history. So we're just going to do a little libation statement.
Just a quick correction to say that actually this is the 15th memorial lecture, not the 16th. We didn't do one actually in the day on the time when our auntie passed away. It's 16 years since she passed, but this is the 15th because we did it the anniversary the following year. So just a very quick correction on that. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, go forward with the libation statement.
For the motherland, cradle of civilization, for our ancestors and their indomitable spirits, for our elders from whom we learn much from, for the youth who are the promise of tomorrow, for our people, the original people, from the struggle and remembrance of those who have struggled on our behalf, for you Moja, the principle of unity, which shall guide us in all what we do, for the Creator who provides all things great and small. Thank you. An important point to make as well, I forgot to mention when just talking about the Black Panther Party, and obviously we'll talk about it a little bit later on, but Malcolm X played a very instrumental role. Even though he was killed in '65, it was the ideas of Malcolm X which formed the politics and the philosophy of the Black Panther Party. But we're going to go into that a little bit later on when we have our keynote presentation. I would now like to bring up one of our students in the school, in our Afruika Bantu Saturday School, who's going to do the school pledge. The school pledge is compulsory for all members of the Saturday School to learn. I used to learn, of course, myself when I was at the school when I was a little bit younger. So we're going to welcome on the stage on the right, so we can give her a round of applause.
Greetings. My name is Nine, I'm 8 years old, and I'm a member of the Afruika Bantu Saturday School. I am a young achiever for all the world to see. With my positive gifts of knowledge, I receive from my educators, either my parents, teachers, or even a child like me. I will constantly be moving forward, creating and defining the various I can be. The people who choose not to believe in who I am will go on to be. The negativity will fall on deaf ears, because I am too busy achieving my master plan. teach my world is in my hand, fulfilling destiny.
Thank you. That's the next generation. Let's give her another round of applause. I'm next going to bring up got a few solidarity messages that we're going to have now. First one we're going to have is by an elder by the name of Elder Tongagara. He remains one of our most committed revolutionaries in the African community for many, many decades. So if we could all welcome him to the stage, please.
Sisters and brothers, let me express warmest greetings to you all.
Greetings.
And let me also extend our best wishes to the Afruika Bantu Saturday School for extending an invitation to me to deliver a solidarity message. Subject of the Black Panther Party would require, if he was to look at its history, it would take a very long time. But nevertheless, the Black Panther Party were simply doing their duty in the context of their time. And as Cabral said, the great Amilcar Cabral, who was the leader of the IAGC movement in Guinea-Bissau, he said that each generation out of absolute obscurity must discover their mission. And the mission is to either fulfill or betray that commitment, that mission. And so the Afruika Bantu Saturday School is doing such a task of fulfilling a mission which has been handed down to them by past generations. The Afruika Bantu School did not just drop out of the sky. It came out of a struggle of a people, including the sister Afruika Bantu, to transform the situation in which our people find themselves, particularly as children, and to build an institution, if you like, whereby they could meet their aspiration and they could challenge their energy and their aspiration into learning, so that when they enter into the mainstream school, they're equipped psychologically to cope with that environment, which at times seeks to destroy them rather than uplift and build their character. So we today have a responsibility and to continue the struggle and to inform our friends of the Afruika Bantu Saturday School so that they can see the necessity of sending their children to a school where they will get very good grounding. And it's not just grounding of my brothers, as Bradley would say, but grounding of my brothers and sisters, my sisters and brothers. So I want to thank you very much for extending this invitation to me. I think the Black Panther Party 50th anniversary is a milestone. It is no longer with us, but the ideas and the philosophy that guides the Black Panther Party is still with us, and it can be seen in its expression in the Afruika Bantu Saturday School. Future generation is being prepared for their task, and they in turn have a commitment not only to themselves but to their community. And we as a people must recognize that before us there were others, on whose shoulder we stand today.
Yes.
And we should always appreciate the sacrifice that they have made for us in this society here.
That's right.
Today you don't have racists running around as before. It isn't because simple they suddenly become decent citizens. It is because that organization and African people, along with others, have decided to resist and to demonstrate our capacity to fight back. Our history has testified to that. And so we are only doing what our history has taught us, taught us. And so I want to say that the Black Panther Party is no longer with us, but the history, its rich history,
Yes.
has handed down to our generation, not mine but after Mani, and the younger ones. And what they have done is to have the type of character which and fortitude which has sustained them in a situation whereby the state were determined to crush them, irrespective of whether they carry weapons or what. The ideas, that's what they try to kill, the ideas. But as Fred Hampton said, you can kill a revolutionary, but you can't kill a revolutionary ideas at all. Must fulfill that task that bequeathed to us. I want to also mention that one of the founders character and leader in the Black Panther Party was George Jackson. He founded the guerrilla movement inside the prison. And the prison has become a veritable hotbed for revolution. Whoever can organize the prisoners from, as George said, from a criminal mentality to a revolutionary mentality, often brings with it the bring down on it the power of the state. And the state is what we are up against. It's not just anybody, any individual, or any group of individuals, but a powerful institution which includes the police, the army, the judiciary, and the military. The military is the backbone, the last backbone, is the backbone in the state institutions, and the police is in the forefront. And okay, if the police is defeated, then they look to the military to defend their interests. So what they have done was to crush the Black Panther Party because its idea was dangerous. And in so doing, they think they have succeeded in doing that, but they only lifted, as Moore would say, lifted a rock to drop on their own feet. And therefore, today we are celebrating the 50th anniversary. It is a testament that the Black Panther Party ideas expand beyond the United States and take on a worldwide character. And therefore, I wish to thank the Afruika Bantu Saturday School. And I must applaud, before I end, I must applaud the Afruika Bantu Saturday School teachers and workers and organizers for their sterling work and for which they will be rewarded by recognition of the community of their sterling work. So once again, thank you very much for your invite, and forward ever, backward never.
That's thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Can we give him another round of applause?